Goodbye.
Probably.
Hello. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Skylar. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi, Sammy. Sorry, we were late today. We walked a lot. My brain is fried. So is Vasilis. Everyone's brain is fried. Hi, James. Hi, Kat. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Jilly. Let me switch this actually. So I'm gonna switch this to here, and I'm gonna switch YouTube to here. It's probably better. Yes, definitely. Boom. Okay, no, here. This can work too. Yeah. Okay. So, hi. Sorry. What's up, gangsta? Jesus. Who speaks like that? I love how Wasil's room has become the new spot to go live from. Yeah, I mean, like yesterday we did that because the sun was shining here. Today we did that because Wasil was like, "Do you just want to do it from my room?" And I was like, "Yes." Also, he has a new chair. It finally arrived. Oh, here. It's so big and comfy. I fit fully in the chair. Wasil probably fully fits in the chair too. We haven't tested it out yet, but it's so nice and comfy. Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everybody. Good to see you guys. YouTube is also up and running if you're interested. No, not my likes or fireworks. Maybe it just needed a buffer zone. But yeah, so Vasily's room is all done. We finally got in the last. Well, no, there's actually one more piece arriving. Also, we went today and we tried to get him sneakers at Nike because his sneakers are in his suitcase. The airline finally contacted us and was like, "Hello, um, we're gonna basically deliver your suitcase at some point during the night tonight." It was literally like, "We're gonna deliver it by 4:30 in the morning." Ні, ще ні. В мене коли перекинуться ці, то я замовлю. Але я замовлю, ну, типу, до цього, до 12-ї, по-любому. But yeah, so basically, this is gonna be, what's its face? Like, it was like, yeah, so your stuff is gonna arrive by like, I don't know, 4 in the morning. And we're like, okay. But we were trying to get him sneakers at Nike because, well, everything, he literally has nothing here. And they didn't have his size. And we like went and got some like necessities like deodorant and whatever. We went to Fifth Avenue today. He really liked it. He said it doesn't smell and it's cleaner, which is progress, you know. So he really enjoyed that part of the city. Then what else did we do? We walked so much today. Like we didn't really do much, but we walked so much. We both got. So here's the funny thing. Apparently, we have a lot of very similar taste in clothes because we went to H&M and we went down to like the men's department, and there was this like shirt that I saw, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool! I want it!" And he's like, "I want it too!" And so I got it super oversized, and he got it like his normal size because it was a men's department shirt. Um, we filmed a vlog that we're gonna edit and post about everything we did today. We did so much. We just walked basically from. We got off at Times Square and then we walked to Bryant Park and then we walked up Fifth Avenue. We went to Bloomingdale's because we wanted to buy him a bunch of underwear. Um, we went to so many places. We got a ton of samples from different perfumes and stuff like that because he wanted to get perfume. And then we smelled so much perfume that at the end of the day, we were like, you know what? Can we just get a couple of testers and bring them home with us because we literally can't even smell anything anymore. So yeah, we got that. I got a really pretty, you can't see probably, but I got a really pretty shiny, see, it shines. I got a really pretty shiny like eyeliner, and if you smudge it, it's just like shiny eyeshadow. So yeah, we did that. we walked a lot, and we are so brain fried, so brain fried, so brain fried, so brain fried, crazy brain fried. But I'm still gonna do the news today. Obviously, this is what I'm here for. But yeah, we had a long day. I think that's about. Let's say, what else did we do today? We honestly were just like buying necessities because yeah, he needed clothes and stuff like that. So I showed him H&M Home. There's so many cute things at H&M Home. So many cute things at H&M Home. Oh my gosh, I found sheets. They're beautiful and they're like queen size and they're linen. Or is it no, not linen. They're cotton. They're breathable cotton. Sorry, not linen. I don't like linen sheets that much. But they're breathable cotton and they are $50. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Oh yeah, I saw that Rogers is down. Rogers is like Canadian internet basically, like the bigger. Yeah, H&M Home is a thing and they have a website. The only thing is that their website is like really annoying and it's really hard to navigate it, so I really don't like yeah, they're actually very soft, James. Like you should go on H&M Home and check it out because like one of the things about them is that they have really nice stuff, but they are very affordable. And yeah, I got not sheets. Sorry, I'm so like brain fried, but I got I got a duvet cover and two shams for $50, queen size. And well, because I have a dog, my sheets and my duvet covers and stuff like that get really ruined right away. Like none of my sheets look presentable, and they're all like 3 months old because Cine. So it's like no matter how many times I wash them, they're washed. It's just that they're not the color they're supposed to be. So yeah. So H&M Home is really cool. I really do recommend it. I think it's really fun. The only thing is that their website is annoying to navigate. I do prefer to go in person, but there is only one, and it's on Fifth Avenue. And if you live in New York long enough, that's the last place where you want to go. So it was like a good time to go because but yes. So yeah, and we also got I don't know. So guys over there on YouTube, how is the sound? Because we got a microphone for Vasil to do lives with, both on like the computer and on the phone. But I connected it to the computer, and it was actually really nice. It was like I think it was like $45, and it's like seems pretty decent. So if the sound on YouTube is good, that's the microphone that I'm using right now. Дуже добре. Okay, cool. So Vasil, the microphone seems to be good. Bathrobe and thought it was a kimono at first. Oh yeah, we also got him a bathrobe too. That was like $30, and it was also cotton and waffle. And I was like, wow, H&M Home has really good prices. Um, yes, I did eat today. I did eat today. Oh, thank you, Rue. How are you? Oh, he also ate. We just ate. We Carlos is asking if he ate and if I ate. We did. We ate Belgian waffles for breakfast because we found waffles and dinges by Bryan Park. We also got caught in like pouring rain, but at the moment we were at waffles and dinges. Cindy was not stoked. Mm, my Japanese roommate. This is her former room where Vasil is, and she moved to California to teach law. I'm gonna actually like call her and ask her though. Um, but yes, so I don't have the Japanese roommate anymore, but I will ask her how she feels. I saw that the former Japanese prime minister was assassinated today, which is crazy. Uh, but yeah, so we did get like some things. We needed to get him a trimmer because his facial hair trimmer is in his suitcase, and his suitcase is still like in transit, and and he was like, I hate that my mustache is growing, and so we were gonna get him a trimmer, but then there wasn't a trimmer at Best Buy, and we were like not really trying to walk anymore. We were both so tired by the time that we got to like our last stop that we were literally just like, whatever, you know what, we'll figure it out later. Hi, Scott. Haven't been on since Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, same old, you know, Russians are still awful. Russians now have apparently released prisoners from St. Petersburg prison to go to Rostov and to basically join Wagner Group and to go fight in Ukraine. Yeah, the suitcase is supposed to be delivered at some point tonight by like 4:30 a.m. And there is a signature on it, so like one of us is gonna have to wake up to the call in the door. No, Tuesday was the day before yesterday. Oh, Scott missed the Vasil reveal. Oh, thank you, Lisa. The fireworks are really pretty. I was on like John Aravosis live the other day, and somebody sent him. Well, okay, well then, listen, I'm very bad at days of the week.
I just want to pop up and say thank you for fireworks. Did someone said fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks over there. They're pretty. See, fireworks.
Can you send some fireworks? Thank you.
Vasily wants some fireworks. See?
Oh
my gosh, these are so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, James. This is James. See, you can remember his avatar now.
Yeah, I can remember his avatar. And I'm tired. I'm gonna take a shower. Yeah.
And you can come back in your waffle robe and in your new underwear that you now have.
I hope they're gonna return the money because like we've spent like what the hell?
Well, I mean they're gonna return.
Yeah,
okay. So he's like exaggerating a little bit. We did go get him like a couple of T-shirts and we did go get him a couple of shirts, but like they're American prices. We shopped at like H&M and stuff. And we got him socks, we got him underwear, so we didn't like go and bought things. We went and like bought him things.
People will see in the vlog, and like,
oh yeah, because he's like walking around with like he's walking around with like bags and stuff. But yeah, I mean like American Airlines is gonna compensate us. We got him a toothbrush, like a normal toothbrush, because we got him a normal toothbrush. We got him socks. We were gonna get him shoes. Because we were like, well, they're going to compensate us. This is necessary, right? we did figure that we could probably get a little more than he needed and like get compensated for it anyway. But we didn't get anything like crazy. We just got like a couple of T-shirts, a shirt.
Yeah, we didn't go to Prada or Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh you really wanted to go there, didn't you?
We would love to.
Yeah, so we have a form to fill out with all of our receipts for everything that we bought, and they're gonna compensate us, I'm assuming, either by check or by something like that. But yeah, we just got like a bunch of necessary stuff, pretty much.
Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, I was like on Aravosis live the other day, and someone sent him like a motorcycle, and I'm realizing that there are what am I realizing? Oh my gosh, I'm realizing something. I'm a little slow today, so give me a break. Throw in a used Apple laptop. I don't think they're gonna compensate us for that. Oh, cool, Scott. That's awesome. Scott is visiting his family, so he is in my time zone. A motorcycle, it's funny. But yeah, I saw like that was a very cool thing, but I'm assuming that one is probably like ridiculously expensive. All the coolest animations are ridiculously expensive, which I mean makes sense. I also found out that like the other day, because we calculated it, but the lion thing, the one that like roars, it's $500 to buy. What? Oh, hi, Winter Raven. But yeah, I was like, what? I didn't realize that there were gifts on here that were like $500 to purchase. Like, what? What? TikTok is crazy. A universe? I don't know. See, like, I really don't understand like the transitions to coins. I just know that like we kept like, yeah. Did you? Was that the thing? I'm like so brain fried, but we like went and calculated precisely how much it is. The lion is not 300, it's 500. So it's 500 to buy, and then it's 200 to the creator. So basically, like someone pays $500 for that lion. Oh, or maybe it's not five. Yeah, so you can buy, I think that like in order for you to like pay the least amount of money in terms of like buying the coins, there you buy like two times the 16,000, which to you costs 500, and then to the creator they're getting 200, which is insane. Insane. Literally insane. Insane. I am a Leo, actually. That's the thing. That's the funny thing. I am a Leo. I like don't believe in zodiacs at all. Absolutely, like not at all. And but I grew. My parents do, and I like grew up with it being like a thing. And I do like lions. Lion King is my favorite cartoon. I do really like Simba. Simba is well, actually, I like Nala. Simba seems a little bit. Simba needs like some guidance. You know, he's a little bit of a dude, and he's a little self righteous, and he has a bit of a god complex. That's cool. I mean, I do understand that his dad died. Like, I get it, but yeah. But so he's like an interesting character. But Lion King was my favorite cartoon, and I do love lions. So when I found out that I'm Leo by horoscope, I did not care what horoscope was, but I was like, I'm a lion. Okay, I'm a lion. I haven't seen Lion King on Broadway yet. I've seen Wicked. I've seen The Spider Man. It was awful. I saw Rock of Ages a while ago. I saw what else? I saw something else on Broadway. I really want to see. So I've seen Phantom of the Phantom of I've seen Phantom of the Opera. Of the opera. Phantom of the Opera. At the see, I saw that at Her Majesty's Theater in London, but I did not see that in New York. And the one in London was really, 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 really good. I'm also like absolutely obsessed with Phantom of the Opera. It's like one of my favorite books. It's one of like I've read all the books, I've watched all the movies, I've watched the play, I've watched the musical. I'm obsessed with it. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Yes, um, it was beautiful. Oprah, yeah. Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera. That's one of the words that I have to like say. It's like uh carafe. You know, like carafe. Like I still confuse how to say that, right? Like I think it's carafe, but it should be carafe. Also in Portland they have Bike Town, which are bikey, and I'm like, it should be Bikey Town because it's Nike. So it should be bikey, you know? Hi, Peter. I'm good. How are you? So, yeah, Nike, bikey. Bikey, Nike. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I'm good. How are you, Peter? Hi, Christina. Good to see you. Okay. Let me open up the news. Yeah, I have pretty. Oh, hi. Hi, Karine. I do agree with the fuck Putin sentiment. Bikey Town was great to have. You don't have the Bikey Town anymore? Oh, but wait, you're in Seattle, so you're in Seattle, so you don't have Bikey Town. Did you have Bikey Town in Seattle? Because like, here's the thing: in New York, we have city bikes, and they are awful. They're literally awful. Well, a lot of languages like have random pronunciation weirdnesses. But what was I saying? Yeah, did you have Bikey Town in Seattle? Because like we have what's its face city bikes in New York, and they're goddamn awful, awful. And I wish we had Bikey Town. New ones in Seattle. We have scooters. Oh yeah, those like Lime and Lyft and whatever. Like not Lyft. City Bike is now owned by Lyft. Has e-bikes everywhere somewhere. I think I was near one at an audition once. We have something similar, but I think they stopped as people stole them. Really? How? Like in New York, if you don't return a city bike to the dock, then you just get charged a ridiculous amount of money. Alrighty, so I was gonna play something. I was gonna play something in Ukrainian because we are gonna start with the news. What do I want to play? It's really hard to figure out what I want to play. Oh, and Vasil is in the shower, so I don't know. What were we? We were like, oh, Vasil, what should I play? Ukrainian music. Ukrainian music.
I like people would love to see the clip of
No, but I play music before news always.
Tramway.
Тримай? Who? Who sings it? Христина Соловій? Там? 24 hours. It was a long journey, really. So it was pretty long. Hope you love America. He does like it here a lot so far, but it's also been like 2 days, so it's hard to say. But yeah, okay, so let's start with the news. Finland has decided to build a sturdy fence on the border with Russia, the Guardian reports, citing a relevant law. Document provides for the possibility to build a fence among 1.3 thousand kilometers of border to prevent the flow of refugees. In such a case, all asylum applications would be directed to one or more border crossings. Podolyak commented on Putin's speech. This is no collective Western plan. Only a specific Z army entered southern Ukraine, shelling cities and killing civilians. Everything else is primitive propaganda. Therefore, Mr. Putin's mantra about war to the lost Ukrainian is another proof of Russia's thoughtful genocide. Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the OP, wrote on his Twitter. Postcards from Ukraine, a special project about cultural sites destroyed by Russia. The U.S. aid-supported Ukrainian Institute has launched an international campaign to show the world the historical and cultural monuments of Ukraine destroyed by the invaders. Over 100 postcards will be published in Ukrainian and English. Read more about each one here, but here are some examples. Wait. Actually, let me do this because this is basically. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just saw the face and I'm so not excited. Okay, Italian TV host trashed Russian propagandist Solovyov live on air. If your goal is Donbass, why are you attacking not only there, but you are also attacking Kharkiv, attacking the south to reach Odessa? Where do you want to reach? What is your goal? The host asked. Solovyov said that Russia's goal was supposedly to reach occupied Transnistria in Moldova, but the Italian immediately interrupted him, not wanting to hear this lie. Do you think that we Italians, Europeans, and NATO members would allow such a thing? It's impossible, the host declared. So that's kind of cool. That's nice. The Ukrainian armed forces suppressed an assault in the direction of the Mantiivka-Kharkiv region. Operational summary of the General Staff. In the Kharkiv direction, the invaders fired artillery, MLRS, and tanks in the areas of Kharkiv, Nikolske, Lebyazhne, Udy, Demantьевka, Verkhny, and Staroy Saltiv. Petrivka, Ruski Tyshki, and Bayrak. Airstrikes were carried out near Petrivka. On the Slavyansk direction, the AFU near Bohorodishne inflicted losses on the enemy during their next offensive attempt and drove the invaders back. In the Kramatorsk direction, the enemy conducted an offensive in the direction of Verkhnekamensk with partial success. On the Bakhmut direction, the invaders are advancing in the direction of Vasala Dolina and near the settlement of Spirne, fighting countries. On the Avdiivka, Novopavlivsk, and Zaporizhia directions, the exchange of fire along the line of contact continues with mortars, tanks, barrel, and rocket artillery. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was assassinated. As the former Prime Minister was giving an election speech, he was shot twice in the back with a shotgun. Abe was hospitalized. According to the Kyoto news agency, Abe's heart stopped and his lungs collapsed. His death has not been reported at this time. The suspect, a 40-year-old man, has been detained. Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe died after an assassination attempt in Nara. He was 67 years old, which is quite crazy. I don't know enough about Japanese politics at the time to know what that was about, but that sounds insane. Ammunition depot explosions sounded in occupied Shakhtarsk Donetsk region tonight. The invaders declared an air raid alert in the city and turned on sirens. There were also explosions in Budanovsky district of Donetsk tonight. The Ukrainian armed forces struck the invaders 3 times in pairs of helicopters near Davydiv, Brod, and Pravdne. Invaders tried to advance on Slavyansk from southeast of Izum, for the Study of War. According to the researchers, the invaders may want to create conditions for an offensive from southeast of Barvankova, either towards Slavyansk or Kramatorsk. The invaders also made minor gains southeast of Savarsk and continued their offensive operations west of Lysychansk area. According to Institute for the Study of War, the Russian army conducted a limited and unsuccessful attack north of Kharkiv. Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. Yes, James, I would love that. In order to reach the administrative border of Luhansk region, the Russians are destroying the surrounding villages with artillery, had the Luhansk army Serhiy Haidai. The invaders do not stop shelling Belohorivka and Zolotarivka with all kinds of heavy weapons. They hit houses and every building that seems to them to be a possible fortification. The situation is similar in Donetsk region settlements near the border with Luhansk region. But our armed forces are holding their ground and continue to inflict losses on the enemies. At the G20 summit, diplomats refused to be photographed with Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov, according to Japanese news agency Kyodo. According to the agency, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and other Western diplomats refused to be photographed with Lavrov. The G20 meeting is taking place in Indonesia. Yeah, that makes sense. I would not want to be photographed with him too. Also, he kind of looks like an orc, and I wouldn't say that he's very photogenic. Honestly, like, my personal idea is that, like, if you want to call anybody an orc, Lavrov literally looks like an orc. His features over here are so, like, droopy and exaggerated that he just kind of looks like he also kind of looks like an English bulldog. But not a cute one, but like in the worst way possible, you know? Although, like, I apologize to every English bulldog and English bulldog owner on the planet because English bulldogs are cute. But it's just like, usually when you're a person and you look like an English bulldog, that's not a compliment. Invaders shelled the Kryvyi Rih district again this morning, head of the Dnipropetrovsk army, Valentin Reznichenko. 2 communities, Apostolovsky and Zelenodolsky, were hit. In the Apostolovka community, the enemy hit the village of Novosemenivka. The blast wave knocked out the glass in the house. In Zelenodolsk, a country house community and a park area were hit, preliminarily without casualties. A woman died as a result of a nighttime shelling in Slavyansk, Mayorova Dymlyakh. The tragedy occurred due to a direct hit in a private house. British intelligence update as of July 8th. Russia is likely concentrating equipment on the front line in the direction of Seversk, approximately 8 kilometers west of the current Russian front line. Its forces are likely pausing to replenish before undertaking new offensive operations in Donetsk Oblast. Ukrainian forces continue to make gradual advances in the southwestern Kherson sector. There is a realistic possibility that Russia's immediate tactical objective will be Seversk, as its forces attempt to advance towards its most likely operational goal of the Slavyansk-Kramatorsk urban area. Boris Johnson posted a moving tweet to a Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, to the Ukrainian president. I spoke to President Zelensky earlier to reiterate the UK's unwavering support to Ukraine. We will supply vital defensive aid for as long as it's needed. Thank you for your friendship, Volodymyr. You're a hero. Everybody loves you. Oh, that's very sweet. It's reassuring too. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov continues to headline the news at the G20 summit. This time he walked away from the question, when will you stop the war? The incident occurred during Lavrov's greeting with Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi. She greeted Lavrov with a smile, but when she heard the journalist's question, she stopped radiating positivity. Earlier, Marsudi stated that the situation around Ukraine is a symptom of serious global problems and reveals the architectural weakness of the region after the end of the Cold War. Let me show you what that looked like. Oh wow, so they asked it a couple of times. That's awesome. Look at that. Drilling platforms hit by Ukraine in the Black Sea are still burning, as evidenced by satellite images. The photo was taken in the morning on Thursday, July 7th. It clearly shows smoke above the rigs. An oil and gas platform in the Black Sea that was already hit by a Ukrainian missile is still burning. The structure appears to be solid for now, OSINT 88 reported.
А де моя ця бритва?
Яка бритва?
То, що ми купили одразу.
А ми купили одноразову бритву?
Ні.
Ні.
Я. Я не можу, ми купили. Окей.
Lavrov was boycotted at the G20 meeting. In addition to refusing to take a joint photo with him, foreign ministers of G7 countries did not come to the dinner with their G20 colleagues in Indonesia. Against this backdrop, Lavrov is leaving the G20 summit early. The Russian foreign minister will not take part in the official meal and the working session in the afternoon. He will hold several meetings, address the press, and return to Moscow. Bye-bye. No one's gonna miss you. The euro has fallen below 1.01 for the first time in 20 years. Thus, in Ukrainian exchangers, the exchange rate of the euro and the dollar is almost at the same level. This is largely due to the fall in investor sentiment in 19 Eurozone countries to its lowest level since May 2020, indicating an imminent recession, CNBC writes. On July 7th, the Russians killed 6 civilians in the Donetsk region, in Kramatorsk, Slavyansk, Avdiivka, Savarsk, Pokrovsk, and Orlivka, said Pavlo Korolenko, head of the Donetsk RMA. Another 21 people were injured. Volodymyr Zelensky gave an interview to the American CNN TV channel. The invaders do not count weapons or people, and we value our citizens first. And we do everything to save their lives because our people are our weapons. In an interview with the American TV channel CNN, he spoke about the situation in the east, in particular in the Luhansk region, the destroyed and deserted Donbass, support from partners, and why it is necessary to accelerate and increase it. Kazakhstan is withdrawing from the 1995 CIS agreement on the Interstate Currency Committee, local media reported, citing irrelevant presidential decree. Approved the protocol of the termination of the agreement on the creation of the Interstate Currency Committee on May 26, 1995, concluded in Minsk on October 25, 2013. Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev said in a decree, Tokayev continues to destroy any form of interaction with Putin's Russia. So here is the thing, like, I am very back and forth on Tokayev because it seems like, okay, sure, he's destroying all of these communications with Russia, yet his wife is Russian, lives in Russia, has a Russian citizenship. His son does not speak Kazakh, only speaks Russian, lives in Russia, went to school in Russia. Tokayev himself went to MGIMO, which is like a very, very prestigious university in Russia, and most people who graduated from there have some ties to KGB. All of his businesses are in Russia. Literally, Kazakhstan is dependent on Russia for most of its industries that are relevant to their GDP. So I feel like all of this might be a very, very elaborate Kremlin scheme in order to not sanction Kazakhstan, because also a lot of Russians are mass migrating to Kazakhstan. They're opening businesses in Kazakhstan. They're exchanging money through Kazakhstan. They're basically laundering money through Kazakhstan. And like their army trucks and their army vehicles are passing through Kazakhstan and stuff like that. So it doesn't seem like they're actually doing anything to stop Russia or to cut ties with Russia. It just looks like they're doing it to cut ties with Russia on paper. But realistically, like, Kazakh people also absolutely despise Russia right now. And Tokayev needs the support of his people, because the last thing he needs is his people revolting against him. And Kazakhs, like ethnic Kazakhs, not Russians who live in Kazakhstan, they all support Ukraine, or the majority of them do. I think it was like 99% or 98% or something like that. So it's kind of like one of these things where he cannot afford for his country to think that he's supporting Russia because people are going to revolt. And he's also a pretty totalitarian like leader himself. So I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. Hi, Small Point. Yeah, are you talking about Vasil? I love him. So yeah, there is a lot that's like shady with this whole Kazakhstan situation, and yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Look at you in your new little robe.
Yay.
It's very nice looking. I think it's like comfy. It should be. Is it comfy?
Yay.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, there is someone. Do you know someone whose name is Small Point 57?
No.
Look at the avatar. Right there.
No. I don't really remember. I would love to show myself when my face is red after
Oh.
shower.
Blinken at G20 summit demands that Russia unblock exports of Ukrainian grain. According to journalists, Blinken made this statement at a closed meeting addressing Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. I address our Russian colleagues. Ukraine is not your country. Its grain is not your grain. Why are you blocking the ports? You have to let the grain out, Blinken stated. Lavrov explained Putin's phrase, by and large, we have not yet started anything serious in Ukraine. Here, Putin thus reminded us that the potentials are completely incommensurable. Russia's potential is so great in this regard that only a small part of it is now engaged in a special military operation, Lavrov said. No, Vasil got a room and he offered me to do the live from here, Kat. Also, Cine is the only thing. Oh my gosh, Cine woke up this morning. She came up to Vasil's door because she loves that pillow. Like, here is Cine snoozing there. See, this is Cine. Okay? The Bulgarian. And so Cine woke up this morning. She comes up to Vasil's door. It's closed. And she goes, like her noises. And she was like so upset. I was laughing. She's using it until she cleans her own. That's not why I'm using it. Also, it's really hard to go clean your room while you're out and about all day. Also, I cleaned my whole apartment. Okay, my room. Don't you say anything about my room. The British press today is full of headlines about Boris Johnson's resignation. The reactions are different. The Financial Times reports that a new British Prime Minister will be elected in September. The Conservative Party plans to elect a new head of the government when the House of Commons returns from its summer recess. The new party clinging on. The Daily Mail. What have they done? They lost their marbles. Metro, storm as PM quits, bus stays. Leave means leave. Thank you, Boris. You gave Britain back its freedom. Daily Express. Financial Times. Johnson quits, defiant to the end. The Guardian. It's almost over. After 59 resignations and a cabinet revolt, an unrepentant Boris Johnson finally agreed to resign as Tory leader yesterday, sparking a row over when he will actually depart. I need to get Sin. I need to get that pillow for Cine. I really need to get that long pillow for Cine, the body pillow. Oh my gosh, because she's gonna continue usurping Vasil's room, and she's gonna continue chilling in here, and she's gonna continue doing it. So I'm gonna, you know what? I have one on the wish list. I have one on the wish list. The UK will rejoin the EU after the next election at some point. Well, I don't know if the EU will let them. Here is the thing: if the UK knocks on the EU's door again, the EU is going to give them the worst deal ever, unless they really like the PM, who's going to be like, "Hey, well, you do know we made a mistake, right? And had it been me, this would have never happened." So I don't know about that. Also, it can be good for their economy to be in and out, in and out, in and out. But yeah, Fonda James. I do have one on the wish list, but I was gonna like literally go and buy one myself because, as in, like, I'm probably gonna, like, I don't know. I was gonna go and get one without waiting for like some, I don't know, special occasion or something, because this dog is literally obsessed with this pillow, and she cried today because she didn't have access to her freaking pillow. And then the Sid opened his door and she ran in. And the first thing she did was she just jumped on top of the pillow. No, Jen, please don't. No, no, no. Where is your accent? I don't know. I woke up this morning and it was gone. And then you came in, you asked about it, and it's back. I reclaimed it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I've been looking for it so long. What am I supposed to sound like? What am I supposed to sound like? Like, what am I supposed to sound like? Where is my accent? This is my accent. Accent is a pattern of speech, just by the way. I know it's a foreign concept for a lot of Americans, but accent is a pattern of speech. And the way I speak is my accent. Because you just came in, and the first question you asked on a Ukraine news live was, where is my accent? I don't know. Maybe because it's irrelevant. Maybe because it sounds like exactly what it is. Because what are you trying to figure out? Okay, well then, what's your problem? Like, why do you need to know where my accent is? Oh, I mean, like, I don't. What's his face? Like, I'm not like offended by that. It's not like that. It's not that I'm not self-conscious about how I speak English, right? It doesn't, like, I'm generally not a self-conscious person. I had to work on it for a very long time, but I'm not anymore. And here's the thing, like, the last thing that's important to this live is how I speak, right? The one thing that is important is whether you understand me or not, and whether I deliver news clearly or not, and whether I deliver the correct information, and whether I know what I'm talking about, right? Those things are important. Where my accent is not important. I don't care if you're Polish, if you're Brazilian, if you're Russian, if you're American, if you're English. Please stop asking that question. It's simply rude, because it is literally, like, irrelevant. It doesn't matter, and it's just like it distracts from the reason why we're here. And also, again, it doesn't matter. Like, with what purpose are you asking, where is your accent? There are only a couple of ways I can answer it, right? Like, oh, I was born in the US. So then what? What, I can't know news about Ukraine? Oh, I moved to the US when I was a kid. So what, I can't know news about Ukraine? Like, what? Well, because you're asking questions that are rude and irrelevant. That's why I'm not offended. I'm literally not offended. I'm just saying that you are asking questions that are incredibly irrelevant. You know, and it literally doesn't matter whether you're American or Polish or from anywhere. It's like, I speak English the way I speak English because I speak it since I was 4 years old. And I learned it from a native speaker. I was born and raised in Ukraine. My family lives in Ukraine. Is that valid enough? Oh, yes, please tell me how to feel. So first come in without ever speaking to me and without asking anything about news or pertaining to the subject of this conversation, and then tell me how to feel about it. Right. You're offended, that's why you keep on. Well, sir, thank you for telling me how I feel, because obviously I don't know how I feel. I address this comment because a lot of people ask me that to invalidate me either being Ukrainian or invalidate me knowing what I'm talking about, to say that I'm too American. Another American trait, arrogance. Well, я jestem зі Львова. Я називамся Юля. Я народилася і виросла у Львові. Я розмовляю по-польську, але так трохи, тому що то є така українська польська. Я не єстем американкою. So, can we talk about anything else? The only person who is arrogant here is you, genuinely. Anyways, this morning the Russian army fired an X-31 cruise missile at the Odessa region, which exploded over the sea. This was reported by the speaker of the Odessa Armée, Serhiy Bratchuk, with references to the OK Pivden. The main thesis from Zelensky's interview with the American TV channel SNN. The situation in Donbass is now the most difficult. They have more artillery and MLRS, but also more casualties. That's why we're asking for Western arms to change the balance of power. The US is now providing the most help and support that our military has at all. They're also helping to influence decision-making in the EU countries. The reason we're always found for Ukraine to the reasons were always found for Ukraine to refuse to join NATO, but Sweden and Finland were accepted at once. The decision is correct, but with regard to us, it is historically wrong. Apart from NATO, I see no other security guarantees. All the statements I hear from the Russian side are a disease that cannot be cured because they themselves wanted to become such. If luck and God are on our side and Western arms deliveries are without delay, we can end the military part of this war by the end of the year. Volodymyr Zelensky published a new selection of photos. We cannot lay down our arms, because otherwise we will disappear. As a state, as a nation, simply as people. Russia is shooting for destruction, Ukraine for survival. War is a national idea of the Russian Federation. The national idea of Ukraine is peace. So let me show you images that came with that statement. I would also like to point out that I find it so funny how these trolls are like, well, you are offended, that's why you still keep talking about it. Sir, I'm not offended that you said that I speak English so well that you're asking me what is my accent, okay? I'm not, like, this is not an offensive statement, but here is like a little bit of a tip on how to talk to people and not sound like a fucking asshole, okay? So you could be like, hey, you speak English pretty well. Are you American? Hey, you speak English really well. How long have you been speaking it? Hey, you speak English really well. Where did you learn it? Hey, you speak English really well. Period. Not where is your accent? Because, dumb questions are followed by dumb answers. It's just a rule of thumb, The way you're going to get a response based on how you ask the question. If you ask it like a normal person, like a respectful person, I'm going to answer it like a respectful person. If you ask it like an asshole, I'm going to answer it like an asshole too. So, my mom says, "Який привіт, такая відповідь." So it's like technically directly translated from Russian, unfortunately, but it's "Какой привет, такой ответ." So it's like you get an answer based on how you say hi. Volodymyr Zelensky reacted to Shinzo Abe's assassination. The president expressed his condolences to the politician's family and the people of Japan. Former NATO chief Philip Breedlove urged Ukraine to blow up the Crimean Bridge, according to the Times. According to the general, the Crimean Bridge is a legitimate target for Ukraine because Russia has invaded the territory. All bridges have their weaknesses. With the right target, the Kerch Bridge could become unusable for a while. Volodymyr Zelensky visited advanced positions in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Advanced positions in Dnipropetrovsk. Sorry, this is, I don't know, sometimes they really don't check. Anyways. He spoke with our defenders, presented them with awards. Their mood is determined, in their eyes, confidence in our victory. Thank you for choosing the freedom of Ukraine. And here is Zelensky and a couple of photographs of him from the front lines of Dnipropetrovsk. So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this one more time. I know that you're referring to the Iron Curtains video. I decided to not watch Russian creators, and so obviously within Russia, they're going to be doing a lot of Soviet style propaganda. Yeah, Dnipro. That's what I said. Dnipropetrovsk. Dnipro. In a lot of they're going to be doing a lot of Soviet style propaganda in Russia. They have been since the beginning of this war. There have been posters, there has been stuff like that. Like, it's not uncanny that they're going to be sending out newspapers and stuff like that. But one of the things that I really don't want to do is I don't want to keep giving Russian creators views. And this is not to say, like I've said it so many times, I have a bunch of recorded lives on YouTube from here because I'm streaming both on YouTube and on here. Almost like the evening news are always on both platforms unless I say otherwise in the beginning of the live, because sometimes I just need to, I don't know, something happens and I need to get it out of the way really fast. But I don't want to support Russian creators. I don't want to give them views. I don't want to, it's nothing personal, and it's not about a specific creator or anything like that. I just decided that I'm really not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to give them like algorithm, preference or anything like that, because what I'm noticing is that Russian creators are getting much more following and they're getting much more attention than a lot of Ukrainian creators, and they're delivering news about Russia. It's like, do we really care what happens inside of Russia? Like, do we really? Because I feel like it makes sense to focus attention on Ukraine and what to do to help Ukraine. Because, like, realistically, I don't genuinely, do we care what kind of newspapers they're getting? Do we care what their government is doing? They're not doing anything to stop the government. They're unwilling to get off their ass and do something. They would rather watch Ukrainians die, yet complain about their government, than get together in millions of people and actually do something. That Olga girl is really good. Anastasia LE is really good. Ukordrak is really good. There are quite a few. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There is Anna Koch, who's really good. She went to Harvard and she works on Wall Street. She's incredibly educated in a lot of in finance. And so she does analyze a lot about, she explains a lot of stuff about Russia's default. She explains a lot of stuff about what it means financially, how it's going to go. She breaks down a lot of these things, and she's both an American and Ukrainian citizen. And she's awesome. So there are a bunch of Ukrainian creators. I can do. I will post a list of Ukrainian creators on my Instagram. I just don't really know how to guys, Katya and Kat and sorry, Katya. I can, I can ask my moderators to tag these girls in here. Yes, the package has arrived. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that every time you watch a Russian creator's video, whether they're abroad or in Russia, they have not done a single freaking thing to help Ukraine. Yet they are getting tons of views. They're making money off of TikTok. They are basically making money off of you. When you go on their lives and you give them gifts and stuff like that, that money is going to people who are literally whining about their government, yet not doing anything. And they're like, but it's difficult. But look, Soviet propaganda. It's difficult. Like, is it? Ukrainians did it. You know? And you're literally, you would rather watch us die because they're like, well, we're scared because we can go to jail. Oh, really? Because Ukrainian people are literally currently dying from you and your government. And that's the whole thing, that you want to be comfortable while the change is happening, but you're not willing to do anything that will make you uncomfortable for that change because you're like, oh, we're scared of going to jail. Yeah, so you would rather watch Ukrainians die, right, than risk going to jail. Makes sense. Sure. Thank you. Thanks. Right. And then a lot of Russians are saying that Ukraine has to win so the Russian government support goes down and they can overthrow the dictator. It's like, oh, so you're waiting for us to sacrifice our lives so your government goes down and then you do something about it, right? No, this is not for you. Ukraine has to win so you get the fuck out of our country, not so you can overthrow your government. And also, a lot of Russian creators merge Ukraine and Russia into this like one thing where like we have the same problems. Like, no, we don't. Here are two realms. There is Russian creator TikTok and there is Ukrainian creator TikTok. There is Russian situation and there is the war in Ukraine. We are fighting against an invader. Who is Russia? Russians have their own problems with their government, with their dictatorship, with their whatever. Okay? And this stuff is for them to deal with. It has nothing to do with us. We don't care. It is not our problem. They have like imposed this on us forever. Like, not our problem. We're not dying for you. And saying this whole thing where like, oh, we have to like help Russia this, we have to help Russians this, we have to help Russians understand. We don't owe Russians anything. Not a single freaking thing. Okay? And we're not asking them for anything. In fact, we're not telling them to overthrow their government for us, right? We're just like, okay, if you're going to complain about it, then go freaking do something about it. And if you're not going to do anything about it, then stop asking for people's pity. But we're not telling them that they should do it for us. It's for them. Go do it. Like, but stop, literally. Oh, there is a man on my YouTube being like, you are a foolish woman. Okay, thank you. I don't take advice from people like you, but okay. But so yeah, it's like one of those things where it just literally like, and Russian creators who are speaking English, they're not here to change anything. They're not here to do anything. They're here to tell you, Western audiences, things about Russia, effectively monetizing on the war in Ukraine. Because they're either getting paid for views, they're getting gifts in their lives, they're getting gifts in their videos, they're getting whatever, right? People are donating to them, people are subscribing to their Patreon, people are doing all of these things, right? And at the end of the day, they're monetizing in the war in Ukraine because they're not doing anything to help Ukraine. And then they'll say stuff like, oh, but we've done this, like this like thing. It's like, okay, cool. That is great. But if you actually want to help Ukraine, go talk to the people in Russia and spend all that time talking to people in Russia to try and get them to understand what Putin is doing. The American people and the European people literally do not need Russian creators to explain to them what's happening. There's plenty of Ukrainian people talking about the war. And also, all Russian people are biased because they don't know what they've been doing to us for like, I don't know, 300 years, 400 years. They're just like, oh yeah, the Donbass invasion. Like, no. Russians have been killing Ukrainians in Soviet Union. They have been killing Ukrainians in Tsarist Russia. They took our history. They stole our traditions. They stole our food. They stole our artists. They stole our songs. They stole our musicians. They stole our everything. Yet they will never admit to it. But if you look at all of these famous people and you look at their birthplace, it's always Ukraine, not Russia. And then it says like famous Russian composer born in like, I don't know, Yampil, Ukraine. And then you're like, oh, maybe he was just born there, but he grew up in St. Petersburg. No, they've always even gone to college in Ukraine. And then they had to be in Russia and be city. And then be Russian. And also, for those of you who are saying they're scared of their government, okay, cool. This is what I'm saying, is that they keep complaining and saying, we can't do this. We're scared of our government. We're going to be put in jail. We're not going to do anything. But we really don't like the war. We're against the war, but we're not going to do anything about it because, we can be in jail. Right? But here's the fucking thing. Ukrainian people are dying every single day at that war in our country, created by Russians and their inaction. So effectively what they're saying is, hey, I'm scared of my government and I'm scared of jail. So I would rather watch Ukrainians die than potentially go to jail trying to overthrow my government and guarantee a better future for myself and my children. But because I'm scared and I'm not willing to do anything, I'm going to sit here on TikTok and I'm going to cry about how bad my life is so you can pity me. And then I'm going to say, oh my gosh, you've never lived in a dictatorship. You don't know what it takes. Like, no, that's the thing. Yeah, freedom doesn't come free. You have to fight for it. You can't sit comfortably on your couch and not risk anything and fight a dictatorship. We're aware of that. But that's the thing. If you don't want to do that, then don't freaking complain about it. Okay? And don't expect pity. Yeah. And then the Russians who flee Russia, and they're like, I'm a good Russian. See, I don't agree with my government. I fled. Okay. Cool. So you're a rat who left the sinking ship. And you now in 2022 with the sanctions and with your uncomfortable lifestyle in Russia don't agree with the war and you fled because your government sucks. Yet in 2014, when millions of people were killed in Donbass by Russians, you were like, that's fine. At that point, your moral compass wasn't like that, right? Because there weren't sanctions on Russia and your lifestyle was not affected. Yeah. So no. Don't tell me about poor little Russians. I don't at this point, I'm done watching them. I'm done sympathizing with them. I'm done whatever. It's nothing personal, but just no. No. Volodymyr Zelensky visited the Kryvyi Rih district. My native Kryvyi Rih district. I held a meeting on the situation in the region, the state of affairs and military units. Cities must function effectively and be fully supplied with food and medicine during martial law. People's Council of DNR lifted moratorium on executions, report Donetsk Telegram channels. Not a single Russian has applied for a Ukrainian visa in 7 days of visa regime, said Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba on the air of the telethon. A very revealing moment. During 7 days of the visa regime, not a single citizen of multi-million Russia was able to apply for a Ukrainian visa, he stressed. According to him, during the week, there were more than 100 calls to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and embassies from Russian citizens to clarify the rules of entry into Ukraine, but not a single visa application has been received. This is actually a historic moment that demonstrates to what level Putin's aggression has brought relations, not between our states, but between our people, Kuleba believes. No, it's not Putin's aggression. God damn it. Canada transferred 39 vehicles manufactured by General Dynamics to Ukraine, according to Reuters. This batch of vehicles is transferred as part of a 500 million Canadian military aid package to Ukraine. It is noted that the armored personnel carriers will be in Ukraine this summer, and the armored vehicles themselves can be used in different ways, for sanitary purposes, for repairs and evacuation purposes, for transportation purposes. Russia delivered its first verdict in the case of fakes about the Russian armed forces. The court sentenced municipal duty Alexei Gorinov to 7 years in a general regime penal colony for criticizing the Russian army and proposing to hold a minute of silence in memory of the dead citizens of Ukraine. Right before the announcement, Gorinov began to be applauded in the hall. For this, Bailiffs took out all the listeners, leaving only the press. 7 years in jail for a minute of silence. Thank God we weren't born in the Russian Federation. Yeah. He also held up a poster that said, "Do you still need this war?" from inside like his hearing cell. And there was a police officer standing like this, basically like trying to cover it from the public, obviously. Canada expanded its sanctions list to include Roskomnadzor and Regnum Agency. In addition, the sanctions were imposed on 9 individuals, including Patriarch Kirill and several Russian journalists, including Channel 1 anchor Yekaterina Andreeva. Canada also banned the import of Russian gold and some products made of it. Also legal. Addressed to the people and politicians of Slovenia, this time in a special format near the front line. In fact, we all know that the dream of a peaceful, free, and stable Europe cannot be realized without Ukraine as part of the EU. That is why Russia launched a large-scale attack on Europe from Ukraine, because Moscow is fully aware of the importance of Ukraine for the European project. And that is why Russia will inevitably lose, because Europe will not be split up, divided into pieces, as it was before. The eastern border of Europe is now equal to the eastern border of Ukraine, and one day exactly, and our eastern border will be marked the territory of European Union. More than 1 million Ukrainians are defending the country. Ukrainian Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov named the number of mobilized military. In particular, it is the AFU up to 700,000 people, National Police up to 100,000 people, National Guard up to 90,000 people, Border Guards up to 60,000. We have more than 1 million men in uniform today providing security and defense sector activities. This number of armed forces creates business opportunities, Reznikov said. Men and women, correction. Mykolaiv has already suffered 633 million hryvnia losses because of the war in Ukraine. According to the mayor, 536 private and 409 multi-story houses were destroyed in the city. Social and infrastructure facilities were damaged. Since February 24th, 121 Mykolaivites have died because of the fighting. 535 civilians have been wounded. 3 scenarios for the end of the war in Ukraine from the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Oleksiy Reznikov. The fastest scenario, a goodwill gesture from the Russian Federation. Ukraine will reach the borders as of February 24th, 2022, and the negotiations on the status of Donbas and Crimea will begin. Second, before the end of this year, the beginning of a new one, the armed forces of Ukraine will gradually grind the Russian army. As this is a resource-to-resource war, Russia has more manpower and equipment, but everything is not modern and old, and they use the principle of a meat grinder. Third, more dramatic for the Russian Federation, the collapse of Russia into several different subjects, Tatarstan, Bashkortostan, etc. We will definitely see this in our lifetime, but this is a bit of a long story. Invaders will not withdraw their troops from southern Ukraine if Donbas is captured, Russian ambassador to the UK, Andrei Kelin. We're going to liberate the entire Donbas. It is difficult to predict the withdrawal of our troops from the south of Ukraine because we have learned from experience that after the withdrawal, provocations begin. People are shot and so on. Kelin is quoted by Reuters. Okay. Yeah, provocations begin from you. Oops, Russian propagandists showed how Tochka-U, which is not in service with the Russian Federation, is being fired at Gulyai-Polye, Zaporizhia region. The video was later removed, but the internet remembers everything. Another video for The Hague. The British company Enwell Energy continued a series of judicial victories in Ukraine over the structures of the oligarch Ihor Kolomoisky, who are trying to challenge the rights to the Svistunkovsko-Chernovolutsk gas field. The license for its development is owned by the Arkona Gas Energy Enterprise, Poltava region, which was bought by the British. At first, Kolomoisky contested the right to the field through the state-controlled Ukernafta, but lost in courts of all jurisdictions. After it, a little-known firm from the orbit of the Privat Group, the Borislav Oil Company, went into action. On July 4th, its representatives failed in the Administrative Court of Appeal and overturned the decision of the court first instance, which was positive for Kolomoisky. Enel Energy, despite the constant attacks from Kolomoisky, intends to work in Ukraine. It has already carried out all the main studies at the Svistunkovsko-Chernovolutsk field, which will clarify its geological structure and determine the best places for laying future wells. The enterprise almost finished drilling the first well, 200 meters left, but work was stopped by a full-scale Russian invasion. Yeah, Singh has always been having a moment behind me, Carlos. Sorry. British investors believe that after the war, the Poltava region can become a stronghold of future energy independence, since production has been stopped at almost all fields in the Kharkiv region. But for this, Ukraine must first knock out the Russian army from its territory and to pacify the scandalous oligarch. Zelensky visited the wounded in the Dnipro hospital named after Mechnikov. Hospital named after E. Mechnikov in the city of Dnipro. Thanked the doctors for round-the-clock work and saved lives. Wish the wounded defenders a speedy recovery. Our people cause admiration and a feeling of great pride. All of them are heroes, the president of Ukraine said. He also noted that the Dnipro region became a true humanitarian hub during the war in Ukraine. Снежана, идите-ка, пожалуйста, нахуй за русским военным кораблем. Русских здесь нет и не будет. До свидания. Здесь написано Ukraine News, а це означає, що ми говоримо про Україну і вам тут не раді. А тепер, будь ласка, ідіть нахуй. До побачення. А краще не будемо бачитись. No, Kat, I don't care. Please just block them. Really. I don't care to talk to them, and I don't need anybody to explain anything to them. Русских мне здесь не надо. He also noted that, the region received many wounded, sheltered more than 300,000 Ukrainians who were forced to leave their homes. Despite everything, we continue to live, work, and fight for the sake of the future, for the sake of victory. Here are the photos from the event. Here's the thing, like there was a Russian person and they came in and they were asking something nicely. Actually, they were like, hey, are there any Russians? What is the woman reading? And it's like, well, first of all, I mean, it says Ukraine News and I'm speaking English, so chances are I'm not Russian. You can ask if there are people who understand your language in here. But the like entitlement of coming into Ukraine News Live and being like, yo, are there Russians here? Is like, I'm sure that she was probably like a good person and she wanted to know what I was talking about or something like that. But it's like, I don't need this. I don't want this. I don't want a Russian person coming in here and asking people if there are Russians in here. Like, God, maybe stop and think for a second that like, you're not the only nation on the planet. And if it's a live about Ukrainian news, I'm probably freaking Ukrainian. Or it's a better question to be like, hey, does anybody understand Russian in here? Hello.
Hello.
And so, yeah, it's annoying. Companies from different countries of the world refuse to work with Russia. They suffer losses, but their conscience is clear. Also, I'm just going to let you know that you are definitely visible on YouTube, just so you're aware. No, you can. No, you can. Do you want me to move it? I can move it so you're not visible.
Fine, no,
I can
it's
move it.
fine.
Here, look. Boom. There you go. You have personal space now. Companies from different countries of the world refuse to work with Russia. They suffer losses. But their conscience is clear. However, not everyone has a conscience. The South Korean Doshirak not only does not leave Russia, but is ready to give cars to the Russians for free and provide food assistance to the Kadyrovites. The puzzle is gradually taking shape. It is clear why the Sharak has never had business in Ukraine, but the company has been actively developing in Russia and Belarus. This is how our wheat is burning from Russian shelling. Oh my gosh, those are actually awful photos. Wait, this is crazy. So this is our wheat burning from Russian shelling. That is insane.
You should make video about that.
Huh?
You should make video about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that seems impressive.
Yeah, that's insane. That's just our fields of wheat.
Yeah.
That looks like that does not look real, but it
And
is.
then people in Africa will have more.
Yeah. Poland, Romania, and Bulgaria granted the largest number of temporary protection statuses to Ukrainian refugees in May. In May 2002, among the EU member states, Poland granted the largest number of temporary protection statuses to Ukrainians who fled Ukraine. Poland is followed by Romania and Bulgaria. Estonian Prime Minister Kaja Kallas is leaving her post. I made this proposal myself because if I had just appointed new ministers, there would be a lot of noise and discontent. Russian invaders killed 5 people and wounded a child during the shelling of Bakhmut and Siversk. According to the Donetsk Regional Prosecutor's Office on July 7th, 8th, the Russian army shelled Siversk and Bakhmut. 3 people were injured, including a 12-year-old boy. He's in critical condition in the hospital. 5 civilians aged 33 to 79 were killed. G20 diplomats fail on unity over Ukraine. Worse impact, Associated Press. According to the publication, the diplomats failed to find common ground over Russia's war in Ukraine and how to deal with its global impacts, leaving prospects for future cooperation in the forum uncertain. Consensus remained elusive amid depending East-West splits driven by China and Russia on one side and the United States and Europe on the other. There was no group photo taken nor a final communique issued, as has been done in previous years, and acrimony appeared pervasive, especially between Russia and Western participants. Oh my gosh. Ukraine will receive 4 more American HIMARS. Over the past week, the armed forces of Ukraine destroyed 16 enemy positions with Russian army barracks and ammunition depots. According to Podolyak, this is a certain turning point in the war between Russia and Ukraine, but we need more weapons to reach a breaking point. He also believes that the enemy decided to take an operational pause because of significant losses in manpower, equipment, and ammunition. The logistics of the Russians are poorly established, so they're trying to redeploy and replenish strength and equipment, and they understand that the armed forces of Ukraine will attack ammunition depots and army operational control centers. A video of the murder of the 67-year-old former Japanese prime minister in the city of Nara has appeared. There were 2 shots. The first scared Abe, and the second became fatal for him. Here is. Aw, that's cute. Not the murder, but the lion part. I wonder why he didn't duck to the ground after the shots. I mean, I guess he was just scared. Moscow has completed the preparation of tough response measures against Lithuania and the European Union in connection with the blocking of transit to Kaliningrad. Representative of the Russian Foreign Ministry, Maria Zakharova. Russia will proceed with their measures implementation if the situation does not normalize in the next few days. Yes, please. We're so scared. The first video shows the police building in Lysychansk, which was recently occupied by Russian invaders. On the second, Svyatogorsk Lavra in the Donetsk region, it was also fired upon by the invaders. It smells really good. I want with them too. Yeah. EU donates armored vests and helmets worth 977,000 euros to the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine, EU delegation to Ukraine. There are more weapons at the Zabrovka military airfield in the Gomel region of Belarus, according to analysts. Since April, the number of S-400 Triumph anti-aircraft missile systems, 2 Panzer air defense missile systems, as well as camouflaged infantry fighting vehicles and tanks have appeared. Azov Regiment showed footage of battles on the front line.
Называется, сука, беги не сдохни, вечером игра.
Вы понимаете, да? Какая ты нами ответственна. Вы мужчина своей страны. И за нами наши семьи, наши дети.
Понял, то тогда залетаем сюда, блядь, понял, в село. И забираем его нахуй, пиздец. У нас уже стоит задача переезжать на другое место. Блядь, надеюсь, быстро, что походит, сука.
Буде, блядь, війна, нахуй.
Война уже идет.
А?
Вроде да.
Я думал, мы тут на майорку собрались.
Russian invaders started shooting at night from the temporarily occupied Enerhodar of Zaporizhia region and Dnipropetrovsk region. There is no official information yet. During the day, the invaders shelled the Sumy region 18 times, the head of the region, Dmytro Zhivensky. In total, more than 100 shots were fired from different types of weapons. Communities affected by shelling: Khotin, Esman, Yunakiv, Miropolye, Krasnopolye, Bilopolye, Shalyhino, Nova Sloboda. During one of the shellings around 7 p.m., a local farmer in the Krasnopolye community was injured. Fragments of mines smashed the car. 2 of them hit the neck of a man who was driving. He was taken to the hospital. At present, nothing threatens the life of the person. Bayraktar from Lithuania is already in Ukraine, office of the president. This is a powerful manifestation of friendship and unity, proving that not only Ukraine is fighting the aggressor. Andriy Sybiha, deputy head of the presidential office, said. Zelensky thanked Biden and American people for additional HIMARS. These are our primary needs. This is what helps to put pressure on the enemy. We appreciate the leadership support of the USA. Let's go to victory together, the president of Ukraine wrote on Twitter. Invaders set up at least 18 filtration camps for Ukrainians, according to the New York Times. They're located in the occupied territories of Ukraine and adjacent regions of Russia. According to the deputy head of the U.S. mission to the OSCE, Courtney Austrian, such camps operate in schools on the territory of sports and cultural institutions. The process of filtration and export of Ukrainians to Russia in the United States was compared with deportations under Stalin. And they noted that the Russian Federation apparently was preparing for them even before the invasion of Ukraine. Now officially, the White House announced the signing of a decree on the allocation of military assistance to Ukraine for $400 million by Joseph Biden. Now HIMARS MLRS expected in Ukraine shoot up to 300 kilometers and have greater accuracy. Yes! We're getting that 300-kilometer range HIMARS. Yes! Which means that we can shoot at and ruin the Crimean Bridge. Vasil, have you heard that? Okay, so the US is sending us HIMARS, the MLRS HIMARS, the rockets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I know.
And those have the 300-kilometer range. So
Can
we're
we
finally
use them?
getting the long range ones so we can blow up the freaking bridge to Crimea.
We need Russians to get out of here.
No, we can blow up the bridge. Huh? Yeah, it smells
but,
really good.
Yeah, but it seems like Russians have to leave if they want right now.
Yeah,
They
but
have a
that's-
chance.
Yeah, but we're gonna blow up the bridge.
Yeah, that's regretting.
NASA has revealed the deepest infrared image of the universe from the James Webb Telescope. In the picture, you can see its distant part. The image is a test one. It was taken with a fine pointing sensor and composed of 72 exposures, taking over 32 hours. More photos to be shown on July 12th. So this is world news. And after this, I'm going to show you the speech of Volodymyr Zelensky today, where he's probably going to thank the United States for HIMARS. And this is going to be all for today. And Vasil is going to be able to go to bed. Oh my gosh, I love that. It looks so good.
Я не налазить.
А,
Туди не залазити, звідси спадають. Це
Wait.
кістка.
але чекай, взагалі жоден не наліз? Wait, one
Yeah.
second. Okay, let's...
Один наліз.
Oh no. Well, we're gonna figure it out. Wait,
Це М-ка.
треба було Ельку брати.
У мене, блін, є маленький.
I know, but you know, I'm seeing that the US sizes are actually kind of different, but in a different way. I was expecting. Oh my gosh, one second. Okay, so this is not like working the way I want it to be working. So
Does the microphone work?
yeah, the microphone is pretty good apparently. Okay, let's.
People are see that?
Yeah,
Guys, can you hear as well?
yeah. I've asked before. Guys on YouTube. Oh, guys on YouTube, how do you like the microphone? Sorry. Oh my
So
gosh.
guys, everyone from TikTok, go to YouTube to hear the
Microphone.
yeah.
Live camera.
That
Mirror
works.
video. Okay, gosh, I'm so bad at this stuff sometimes.
It's fine.
Шановні українці, сьогодні весь день працював на виїзді в Дніпрі та в області, в Кривому Розі, був на передових позиціях нашої оборони на Дніпропетровщині, заслухав доповіді командирів, подякував від імені всіх українців, нашим хлопцям, дівчатам, які приймають область. Вручив золоту зірку герою України, підполковнику Олегу Груцевичу, командиром танкового батальйону. Завдяки його особистій хоробрості, його підрозділ без втрат вийшов з оточення і в бою знищив російську диверсійну групу. Дуже сильна людина відчувається. Відвідав в Дніпрі знамениту лікарню імені Мечникова, щоб особисто подякувати нашим особливим героям, усім лікарям, медичним сестричкам, які щоденно з 24 лютого і з 2014 року рятують наших військових, цивільних після поранень. Вони надзвичайно успішні на своїй передовій і подарували другий день народження, зберегли життя для тисяч наших людей. Вручив державні нагороди нашим захисникам, які відновлюються після поранень. Я справді дуже вдячний за всі теплі слова, які почув сьогодні в Дніпрі, почув на передовій. Дякую вам, перш за все. Сьогодні звернувся до парламенту Словенії кожного дня за будь-яких обставин на зовнішньополітичному фронті. Працюємо по максимуму. І, до речі, це було вже 24-те звернення до парламентів країн ЄС. І перше, яке зроблено поблизу передовою. Сподіваюся, що і інші країни ЄС відчують, що ці звернення не про політику, про захист нашої свободи, спільної, до речі. А отже, ми прийдемо до того, що одного дня я зможу сказати, що всі 27 парламентів Євросоюзу чують боротьбу за свободу краще, ніж будь-які російські маніпуляції. Також провів усі необхідні наради з керівниками Дніпропетровщини в цілому і Криворізького району, зокрема, як військовими, так цивільними, безпека, економіка, соціальні питання. Посадовці повинні робити не просто все можливе, а значно більше, ніж навіть можливо, щоб і в таких воєнних умовах гарантувати людям нормальний рівень життя. Повертаюся в столицю. Звичайно, хочу сказати ще дві речі. Привітав сьогодні Главку Залужному з днем народження, побажав йому здоров'я, побажав йому і всім нам найважливішого – перемоги. Дякую за службу. І завтра, 9 липня, фактично вже після заходу сонця, сьогодні мусульманська громада починає відзначати Курбан-Байрам. Це особливе свято, яке вчить жертовності і спрямовує людей на добрі вчинки. Я хочу привітати зараз усіх мусульман України і світу та побажати, щоб панування миру відновилося, а всіляке зло завжди програвало. І що швидше, то краще. Цього особливо очікує кримсько-татарський народ. Я вірю, що настане рік, коли будемо вітати одне одного у вільному Криму. Курбан, Байрам-ан-Ніс, Хайруі, Ві, Мубарік. Олсу. Вітаю з благословенним святом Курбан Байрам. Слава Україні!
Героям слава. Every time he says that, I'm just like, yep, Героям слава. Let me get the YouTube. Yep. Yep. So this is it for today. These are all the news I had. We can hang out for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to let the son go to sleep because he's going to be, he's going to be telling me that we need to go to sleep
Yeah.
collectively.
I want to say that.
You should sit in your chair.
Like that.
Oh.
I'm gonna go live tomorrow. So
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yes.
gonna go live tomorrow.
It's on YouTube. It's going to be recorded on YouTube, Mad Max. And YouTube. And Vasily is going to be live tomorrow. Well, it fits here.
This.
Yeah, but it was like $10, so we can get. Oh.
$10.
So we
But
can
it's
get.
yeah, no. Everything was so small for me. I'm like small. I don't know, like what the hell.
Oh, James, we got the water filter that you recommended. It's so good.
Yes.
And also, thank you, Mad Max, for the heart.
Thank you. It was like that.
Vasily, his heart. Wait, like this. Thank you. Oh, but what's his face? Yeah, we got the Life water filter. It's good. Vasily approved it. Trust me.
Okay,
Trust
I
me.
was
The man
living like in
criticizes.
the village where like water was super neutral and that was like tasty, and then I got here, that was like super excited.
There was no chlorine. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually here,
Hey, Carrie.
thank you, Burkay.
Is your friend Ukrainian? Yes, he's also a creator on here. His name is Vasil. He just came from Ukraine yesterday, literally, the day before yesterday.
So
He was able to leave Ukraine.
I was able. I was working hard to get out.
Oh yes, but you
And
were
people know 3
Yeah.
times.
but
Yeah,
you
if you
were
wouldn't-
able to leave Ukraine at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
If you wouldn't know my way, you're
But
gonna watch my live tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have Yuli last video and Yuli have mentioned me, so if you don't follow me,
Oh yeah, and
follow me.
he is tagged in my last video.
Yay.
No. So my mail, everything that came to my PO box is getting forwarded to me. So it's probably gonna be here on Monday.
Okay, guys, I have something to ask for. We're gonna create Amazon wishlist, and the first thing that we like need really for both of us, it is a waffle.
he's so funny.
I
So
love like Brussels waffles. And we need it because like we have to go all the time to buy it, and
no.
it's bad.
Okay. He loves Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
He absolutely.
Brussels what? It's Belgium. Oh, Brussels is in Belgium, no.
Brussels is in Belgium, yeah.
Yeah.
But so a waffle maker. He wants a waffle maker. Yeah, he wants a waffle maker. He's
Don't pay attention because I woke up today at 6 a.m. and we have been working a lot.
Yeah. He was like, oh my gosh, when we were trying on sneakers for him, take listen to a Waffle House after his clothes are delivered at 2 a.m. No, we went to Waffles and Dinges, okay? It's a very nice
It was
place
cold.
here, and it's we liked it. Yeah, well, we can make good batter.
What?
Anything that's so.
Oh, Zach. Zach, hello.
Oh, hi Zach! I've heard about you.
And do you have to get collab with Zach?
Zach, are you in New York?
No,
Wait, is Vasil in the U.S.? Yes, he is. He's in the U.S. You're not seeing. He's a hologram. I worked very hard on learning how to do special effects as well. So please, do not blow my cover. Yeah, it's his room. He lives with me.
Yay! This
We
is
live
a gift
together,
from
brother.
Yulia.
No, this
Yay.
is a gift from everybody on here. Yulia just put it together.
Yay.
It's not a
Thank you,
gift from Yulia,
everyone.
it's a gift
like,
from-
I appreciate it. I have a list of people who have helped everything. I've got my waffle. Everything is like all waffles.
Yeah, we got a waffle robe. It was so funny. He mentioned a robe before, and then we were at H&M Home, and I was like, "Wait, robe?" And he's like, "Yes, robe." Because we walked into H&M Home, and I was like, "Look, everything here is so cute." He's like, "Yeah, it's very
Hello.
you style."
Don't jump, please.
I don't think we have a Waffle House in Brooklyn. We have an IHOP, literally very close to my apartment.
We're gonna sleep.
International House of Pancakes.
So we're gonna get the waffle maker.
Yeah, but we are
We're
gonna
gonna
get a waffle maker because it's gonna. Well, yeah, we cooked kind of. Cindy.
Sue loves
It
my
is not.
waffles.
She loves your bed. She loves the pillow. Gosh. I'm so happy for you both. Вітаю до Нью-Йорку, до США. Дякую, дуже дякую. Ви дуже гарно розмовляєте українською. Реально дуже гарно.
You can use like the.
Listen,
Okay,
this is
yes,
Kawaha.
of
It's not
course.
like I'm like you, old person. I'm pretty sure he's younger than me. You know, I'm an old lady here. So, Vasil, what's the biggest shock for you in America so far?
And it smells terrible and dirty. I'm gonna be straightforward always with you guys. I'm not gonna hide it, but it smells really terrible. After it rained, it smells really better.
Yeah, it was. It was
really.
really funny because he kept being like, "Oh my gosh, everything is so dirty, everything is so dirty," and then we were walking back to the apartment, and it had rained, and it's like nice and breathy outside, and it's also like all the dirt has been kind of like washed out by. It's a nice street,
Like this smells
and
like
it's
shit
and it's literally
everywhere.
the we live on, and he's like, "We don't live here," and I was like, "Yes, we do." Yeah, well, no, actually, see, like Manhattan, as in like super touristy areas, don't smell bad, and they're much cleaner because the city invests a lot more money into cleaning touristy areas.
So much stuff.
Sewage.
Це ж таке.
Злобнака не
Я думаю, що це щось про мене.
No. Not savage. Sewage.
Too savage.
Oh my god.
Guys, let's stop the screen, please. Let's get us to the FEP.
FYP.
FEP.
FYP.
No, FEP.
FYP.
No, people use FEP.
Do people use FIP? Am I just old and unaware? Am I just unaware? FYP. How did his gimbal work out? He played with it a little bit today, right? This morning?
Okay, guys. Yeah, I was like, that was like 4. I was like, woke up from really
Yeah.
early. And
Well, we haven't had the time really yet to like do
yeah,
anything
like,
or like
guys,
for him
and when you
to.
ask me, like, how do you love US? Like, guys, I have been 2 days here, and we've been like picking up some stuff. That's all. I haven't
Yeah, like
explored it yet.
yeah,
so,
he
like,
doesn't really know yet. He doesn't really know anything yet, and he doesn't really have like a kind of like an impression so far because we've been running around trying to get him clothes, trying to like do stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna take a chill day. We're gonna be at home. We're probably gonna edit some videos.
yay,
We're gonna pick up his surprise. We're gonna do a bunch of things that are like at home. Well, I'm gonna go pick up the surprise, and I'm gonna probably like go pick up the shoes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you can rest.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, because he's still jet lag, and we had to do like.
I can clean up. At the
We'll
same
clean. No,
time.
we'll both clean up.
Okay.
We're just taking like normally I take Saturdays to like clean up and stuff like that. Well, normally as in like when I used to work 9 to 5, and I would like to get my schedule back. And this thing is bossy. This thing is very bossy, and I will say I kind of like it. but yes, so I'm excited to get my schedule back on track, and yeah, we're gonna use tomorrow for like
Guys, I'm like, I didn't have any clothes, like, at all.
It's not clothes. Or you mean like
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm joking. Of course I do.
But yeah, we're gonna like take a chill day tomorrow, and then
Yeah, maybe I'll go live.
Yeah,
I didn't really promise, but
you'll go
I will try.
Let's go live. Because I'm bossy.
Yay.
Yeah, but see, like the funny thing is, like he's he's 18. He's 10 years younger than me, and I like that he's just like, no, like do this. He's like, do you maybe want to wash that? And I'm like, I do, but like, okay, mom. Yes, he does tell me when to go to bed. I'm like,
You should be to the club. I should go to club. What? You should bring Vasil to club. It's like far from me. I can.
Vasil is 18.
Would love to. And like
Vasil is 18 years old.
we should get a fake ID.
We don't do illegal activities. I don't do illegal activities. Who me never. I would never get this boy a fake ID ever. 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 I don't know anybody who could get us into a club. Anyone.
Can
Not a
someone
single-
get us to the club? I guess we have a lot of people
No.
here, guys. Is
No.
there any
I don't know a
any
single
acquaintances?
I don't know a single person who could potentially waive the ID situation. No, it's New York City. Are you kidding
Thank
me?
you
It's
for
impossible. Thank you for the panda. Has he met John? No, Christina. John left on a work
Left.
tour at on the 6th. And Vasil, like in the morning, and Vasil came in on the 6th in the evening. It was actually really funny because John was like, "When's Vasil coming?" And I was like, "Oh, on the 6th." And he's like, "Are you substituting me? And am I not Ukrainian enough for you? Am I not gay enough for you?" And I'm like, "Yes, you're not gay enough for me. That's what it is."
Hey.
John was like funny. He was like, "Am I not Ukrainian enough? Am I not gay enough? That's why you're substituting me." And I'm like, "Yep, one man out, another man in." Sorry. Not gay enough. But yeah, no.
Well,
Bum, ba, bum, bum.
kind of got a tattoo.
It's not.
What?
Don't scare them. You know how many women are gonna
Julia is trying to spoil me. Like, look, we're gonna get person. Then should we get a tattoo? What's gonna be next?
Okay.
I'm gonna become a transgender.
First of all, this is not a real tattoo. It's a temporary tattoo. It smells. It's a perfume tattoo. Okay, it's like a
Okay.
perfume thing.
I'm
that you
just
put.
kidding.
I know. They don't know, okay? He does want a
It is
piercing.
sarcasm. I always use sarcasm.
He is getting a piercing, and
Yeah,
oh, see, I
do.
have one too, but like he like actually put effort into his, so it came out nicely, and mine is like a little. It just look,
But mine
Mine
looks
is
better,
kinda
but
like-
I took a shower actually, so I can't clearly see. Yay.
Yeah, but yours was like nicer from the beginning. Mine is like a little messed up. That's so
Mhm.
funny, the texture and everything too. Oh, but yeah, he's doing much better than I am. He's much more organized. But to be fair, I was more organized when I was 18.
More organized than I am.
No, I was about as organized as you are.
Okay.
At some point in life, you get old, you get tired. I'm kidding.
Well,
But
okay, it's after-
I'm not as disorganized as it appears. It's just that like my life went literally upside
yeah,
down.
no, like when Julia is live, she seems to be like so organized.
Normally
In
I
real
am.
life?
No, I am normally very organized.
I'm like she's like
No, I was working a 9 to 5 and doing this full time from like the 24th to probably like end of April.
mhm.
And then till end of April, and then I've been living on Ukrainian time, and like my thing is like I have thyroid issues, so if I screw up my sleeping schedule, it's really hard to get back,
Mhm.
like
And-
incredibly
And
hard.
guys, Julia on TikTok seems to be so strict. And in real life, it's not like that. Yeah, you do.
I seem to be strict.
Sometimes you do.
Well, yeah, because I'm yelling at assholes. I'm nice to people that I want to be nice to. I'm not nice to trolls. Obviously.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to be strict with you. What
New
he's
York
trying to
City.
say is that I'm nice in real life, okay?
Yeah,
But for some
she
reason, he
is.
makes it sound bad.
Of course, I'm just
I
using
know.
sarcasm.
I know. But yes. He also called me a shopaholic today because I got a sweater.
Oh, Julia, like a real shopaholic. Of course, I don't have clothes, so I need it. Like, what can I use? I got only what I came to here. I was like, I had only clothes that I had on me. When I came
Yeah, that's
here.
yeah. He literally had
It was
like
like laptop.
a
and
t-
that's
he had a
all.
t-shirt, shorts, one pair of socks, and he had you get credit for being even keeled. Yes, it's expensive over there, huh? We went to H&M. H&M was nice. H&M had some nice stuff.
H&M, like in Ukraine, we say H&M.
My dad says H&M because it's like Polish. He always calls it H&M, and it's so funny to me.
Really?
It's like H&M.
Він зажмурно око спухло днем. Воно якось таке, типу я відчувається. Це не видно, можливо, так.
Yeah, I can't see it, but I think maybe you slept. You know, like if you slept on it or something like that. Maybe if you were too tired or something.
Maybe.
Or maybe like something got into it. I have eye
It's
drops.
fine.
I can give you.
Yeah, you can try.
I have Visine, whatever.
Guys, it's off screen. Let's do that. Oh, you did. You're not gonna see anything. Like I can show it a little bit.
Also, there is no Walmart in New York really, and H&M is pretty like I don't know. Most of the stuff that was at H&M today was like I think the shirts were like $15 or $20. The t-shirts were $7. Like I was really surprised because most of their stuff was like 100% cotton, and it was really, really, really affordable. Hi there. Vasil, wrong life for that. The COVID situation. I mean, like, we don't really enforce strict COVID rules and regulations anymore, and it's like up to everybody. But you know, where's the Frenchie? Would Vasil want to see King of Prussia, largest mall in America? Yeah, Vasil, would you want to see the largest mall in America?
Yay! I would love to. Is there anyone who
He would love
brings
to.
me?
James is asking.
James, are you gonna bring this?
Oh
there?
no, I'm so sorry
Okay.
that you.
Like.
Oh, the American Dream Mall. Oh my gosh. The American Dream Mall. It has an indoors snowboarding. It has an indoors mountain. You can go skiing or snowboarding.
Wow.
And it's actually not like crazy expensive. Wait, you go sit down. I have been
Nice.
asked for Cine and I need to get
I have been actually. Oh no. I don't have like any hair. Like
Oh my gosh.
I don't have like any
Oh,
hair.
we were
like
supposed to get hair products and we forgot.
yeah. Like I haven't got a lot of stuff that were in my bag, but we could use this donation to get some. American Airlines are gonna pay. It would be funny if they wouldn't pay us back, but they should, I guess. That's Rob, sir. Thank you. That was Julia. So I was like, okay, let's get it. I don't have like anything. Like the rope. Thank you. You know, I've just got a message from my friend, and she was like, guy, you are alone. Like she's from Ukraine, but she is studying in boarding school in 12th grade. Yay!
They've been asking for Cine.
Oh,
So I brought Cine.
Like she's nice. Everyone is trying to touch her.
Oh my gosh. So we recorded
Like we have a material with
we
that.
recorded a vlog today,
She's
and
like
literally half the
happy.
vlog is just random sales associates and people in every store just freaking out over Cine. When we were at Nike and he was trying on shoes, there were these two girls and a lady, and Cine just jumped on like
No.
the bench near them, and I turn around and she's like lounging like this, and people are just scratching her, and I was like, oh, what?
Cine baby. Cine's baby is here. Do you know what a Cine means?
Yeah, they do. Most of them.
I love, like-
With them.
I don't get food here. So the airport is right next to Mall of America. It's a very
Oh, New York is
convenient-
Sinya. Wait. Oh my gosh, Cindy, are you okay?
Okay.
Did she? Cindy, are you okay, babes?
Are you okay?
Are you okay, babes? Well,
It's
she
a
didn't
big
like.
baby.
Cindy just like fell. Cindy
What?
literally
Put
fell.
her here in the middle of attention, in the center of
Oh,
attention.
Cindy. Baby, your nails. Excuse you. No,
Yay.
no, it's okay. Listen, babes. Okay, here. In the middle of attention where Cindy loves to be. Cindy literally was getting so much attention today. It's not even funny.
You will see that.
Wait. Okay. Did you see the Heroim Slava thing?
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
it. You have been showing me that.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yay.
she's very good at that.
Poor baby. Me or Cindy?
No, Cindy, because she fell.
I know.
Okay,
Look
fine.
at that. Look at that. Look at the veins. Look at those. Some people find it attractive. You have been seeing like that. Yeah.
Sin. You gotta bark the Ukrainian anthem. Okay.
Oh wow. Like I had this like I don't know. How can I turn that off? Can I? Can I?
Yeah,
Can I?
like that. Cindy, I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
this is
it
done.
is.
This is done. Oh, hey,
It's enough.
you got another one. Okay, fine, Sin. Fine. Wait. No. Wait. Oh. Poor eggplant. In Odessa, Sini is eggplants, baklajаны.
He
So in Odessa, people call baklajаны Sini. And so I call her little eggplant. Little eggplant. Little eggplant.
Yay.
Bark the Ukrainian national anthem, Sini. Ще не вмерла України ні слава, ні воля. Ще нам, браття українці, усміхнеться доля. Зимуть наші вороженьки, як роса на сонці. Заплануємо ми, браття, у своїй сторонці. Cindy, why do you look so scared when I do that? She looks so cringed out when I'm singing. She's like, oh my god, Cindy, hey, Budkog. We should do like, YouTube videos of just Cindy reacting. It needs to be Cindy ASMR. Wait, what if we Sin? Hey. I have an idea, Cindy. What if we take the microphone? Cindy. Okay. Excuse me. Come here, Sin.
No.
Sin. Cindy. Hey.
I know where you're going to.
Sinya. Hey, come here.
So guys, go to
Come here.
YouTube to get
Cindy.
some of
Can you hear Cindy ASMR on YouTube?
Vassal.
Cindy ASMR eating watermelon.
You're gonna hear
Eggplant prefers the Soviet anthem, Союз нерушимый. Oh no. No. Wait, what if we play Cindy the music? Okay, guys. I think me and Cindy need to go to bed. Vasil probably wants to go to bed. I need to also edit the thumbnail very fast. The thumbnail. The Soviet anthem is a meme in some circles. That's funny. Okay, so Vasil is doing great so far, but okay, let me. I need to also show myself to YouTube. Okay, guys, we are gonna go. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening to the news. Kinona. You didn't even provide any ASMR. How dare you? But yes, so we're gonna go, and we'll talk to you guys soon. I need to go wipe Cindy from head to tail and an existent tail because she was like laying down on the subway, and there's no way she's gonna be allowed into bed after having been on the subway for this long and just like laying down there. So yeah, the chair is super comfy. Shout out to Natalie for the chair. The chair is awesome, right,
Is there
Zen?
Natalie there?
I think Natalie was here, but I don't know if she's still there. Oh my gosh. See now. Mwah. Okay, guys. We're gonna go. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Join Julia's live tomorrow and mine.
Yes.
You said it'll be like 4 p.m. That's for me.
Yeah, for
Or
me,
five.
that's a good idea.
But because I have some European
Mhm.
audience,
Yeah.
I would like work.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys.
Thank you for your attention.
Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.
Yeah, bye bye.
Okay, let me turn off YouTube first. And stream because I always forget. And